Hello everyone, I am Vaibhav Gagme. I welcome all my dear students to the class of 5th semester Oil Technology. In this semester, I am going to teach you refining. Refining is also known as Special Tech 3. According to syllabus, it is known as Technology of Oils and Oil Bearing Materials. Initially, I welcome all my students and hope so everyone is okay, good, healthy and happy in this pandemic time of coronavirus. Let's go through our syllabus. Our syllabus includes different 6 units. Unit number 5 and 6 get merged and become 5. Unit number 5 and 6 get merged and become unit number 5 in this online textbook. So, unit number, I will explain it later. No need to worry about it. Unit number 1, natural sources of oils and fats. Actually, our branch is totally dependent upon mainly related with the vegetable sources of oils and fats, and most of the times we are totally depends on the product which is obtained from the farmers. So it includes mainly the domestic and world production of oils and oilseeds and oils, handling of oilseeds, drying of oilseeds, then storage, sampling and grading, pre-treatment of oilseeds. What are the various different pre-treatments? Definitely we will cover it in detail. Prior to oil extraction, there is one topic, that is oil extraction. Just have an initial look. This is your unit number 1. That is oil extraction is there. Oil is extracted mainly by two processes, that is solvent extraction and mechanical extraction. Then next is our mechanical extraction of oilseeds, plant and process involved, and newer method of extraction of oilseeds. What are the various types of plants and processes related to the mechanical extraction, solvent extraction? We already visit one cottonseed oil refinery, that is Gematic Industries, in our last semester. Most of the students are aware about the solvent refining by this practical knowledge obtained from the Gematic Industry. Our next unit, let's move towards next unit, that is unit 2. Unit 2 titled as a processing of oils and fats. If you go through the syllabus, if you just look to unit number 3 and unit number 4, again they are labeled with the same name, that is processing of oils and fats, because unit number 2, unit 3 and unit 4 is the backbone of your subject. Is the backbone of your refining, and refining subject is the backbone of your oil technology. Each and every student of oil technology must have good and aware about a good knowledge about this subject. In unit number 2, processing of oils and fats. Processing of oils and fats includes plant-like processes employed for recovery of oils and fats by solvent extraction. Already two methods is there, mechanical and solvent extraction, and out of that, plant-like processes employed for recovery of oils and fats by solvent extraction. Just look at the word solvent extraction. Extraction is, I will explain it later, just focus on solvent. In solvent extraction process, we need to add solvent or use solvent for extracting oil from oil bearing materials. Just like there are n number of different oil seeds like groundnut, soybean, sunflower, safflower, coconut, palm oil, then sesame, and number of oilseeds are there. Just consider groundnut oil. If you want to extract groundnut oil, first of all, the selection criteria is matter. That is, what you select exactly, what process you select, a mechanical extraction or solvent extraction. So, if the oil content in the oil seed is above 40%, rough criteria, when the oil content in the oil seed is above 40%, then we directly can go to the mechanical extraction. But in case if the oil content is below 20%, if the oil content is below 20%, then most of the time solvent extraction, or usually all times solvent extraction is selected. So in solvent extraction, we need solvent to extract the oil from solid to liquid phase. There are n number of solvents like acetone, hexane, toluene, benzene, diethyl ether. We will discuss it later. There, first of all, just go through the syllabus. Their availability of solvent and selection. How solvent is selected? Very important factor it is, because the product which is obtained from the oil seeds, that is oil, it is edible oil and should consumed by all the human beings or consumed by the human beings. So selection of solvent definitely matter. Then advantages and limitations of solvent extraction. Refining. After that, one topic is there. Refining. Just for a second. Students, please focus on this word, refining. Refining is mainly carried out in 5 stages. First one is degumming. Second one is neutralization. Third step is bleaching. Fourth step is deodorization. Fifth one is winterization or dewaxing. Refining is mainly carried out in these 5 steps: degumming, neutralization, bleaching, deodorization and winterization. But refining will start only after once you get a crude oil. And to get a crude oil, you have 2 or 3 different processes. First one is mechanical extraction, solvent extraction, first one is mechanical, second one is solvent, and third one is ghani. Nowadays ghani is obsolete totally, and in some villages or very small scale or low scale industries or small units will run on ghani. But most of the time mechanical extraction and solvent extraction is used. So next one is bleaching. In refining, bleaching is covered. Deodorization of oil, odor is removed. In bleaching, color is improved. Then batch and continuous plant and processes. Everyone in this 5th semester, everyone is aware about the batch and continuous process. If you just want to work on the batch of 50 kg or 500 kg, let's take example of 500 kg of oil seeds. Once you complete it, once you extract it, then you refine it, then you pack it and transport. This is a single batch, one batch. not, and in a continuous manner, if there is a large storage, from storage you continuously transfer the oil seeds to your vessels, and just like mechanical extractor or solvent extractor, and continuously your oil seeds are get proceeding and you get the product in a continuous manner. This is known as a continuous process. And what are the recent trends and advanced modification in our refining should also cover in this topic. Okay. Next unit is unit number 3. Unit number 3 is again labeled with the same name, processing of oils and fats. It mainly includes hydrogenation. Hydrogenation of oils and fats. Why there is a need of hydrogenation of your oils and fats? What are the various processes? How hydrogen gas is produced for this hydrogenation? What are the working parameters of hydrogenation? What are the safety precautions carried out during hydrogenation? What are the risks in hydrogenation unit? All these factors will cover in, all the detail of hydrogenation we will cover in unit number 3. Pre-treatment prior to hydrogenations. Definitely, before going to select any extraction method, that is mechanical extraction or before going to select any extraction, that is mechanical extraction or solvent extraction, pre-treatment must be there. There is a very big and very important role of pre-treatment is there. So pre-treatment prior to hydrogenation, methods of production and analysis of hydrogen gas, nickel catalyst for hydrogenation. To carry out the hydrogenation reaction, we just need our oil plus hydrogen gas. Just have a look on the reaction, basic reaction, to understand the concept of what exactly is hydrogenation. Addition of hydrogen gas in our oil. Nickel catalyst is there. Pressure is very high. It's a high pressure reaction. You get hydrogenated fat, and it is by partial hydrogenation process. I will explain topic by topic and each and everything will be clear once we start the individual units. Why it is partial hydrogenation, what are the various catalysts, how much time it will take, what is the pressure. I will give a rough idea of pressure. It is very high, it is around 30 atmosphere. A vessel of hydrogenation is under pressure, very high pressure, around 30 atmosphere. So next topic is our different methods of hydrogenations, their advantages and disadvantages, quality control in hydrogenated products, designing and process engineering aspects of hydrogenation. Okay. Hydrogenated fat, the best example of hydrogenated fat is vanaspati, or in simple word, dalda. Okay. Let's move towards the next unit, that is unit number 4. Unit number 4 again labeled with the same name, processing of oils and fats. As I earlier told that unit number 2, 3 and 4 is the backbone of your special technology 3. Processing of oils and fats, unit number 4 mainly include milk processing.